So I walked out the front door this morning and noticed there was something different here. This is what used to be a thriving lychee tree, and we have been successful at killing it. And killing it because we just can't grow lychee here. It takes too much time to spray the new leaves because of the Aranos mite that is now in South Florida. But there was this mango tree that I called Gloria Gaynor because it was a survivor. We didn't plant it. It was right next to a major trunk. The whole mound is just full of roots. It's hard to even plant a seed in between the roots. And somehow this mango tree managed to survive and flower and set fruit, but it couldn't grow the fruit to maturity because it just didn't have a place for its roots. So I came out and saw that it was gone. And, well, it wasn't really gone. Second look, it was right here. It was horizontal, basically. And what happened, it had gotten very big. I had actually trimmed it back a little bit, but because it didn't have room for its roots, the root system was pretty darn shallow. Oops, gotta get through there. But it's right here. It has, this is the lychee root, and it still has roots going into the ground, but it didn't have enough roots and enough directions to hold it up. We had some pretty bad wind. Some of it was associated with a hurricane that just went up the west coast, and I think it was a combination of several days of wind that finally knocked this over. The first thing I was going to do is try and get it happy again in this place. And that basically is a little bit heavy. See if I can get it sorted in place again. Oh. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can tie it up. Oh, good. I think it's going to be enough of this web tape to do it. So I really don't know if the roots have been damaged too much now, if this is going to live or not. But this seems to be a better situation than, like lying on the ground. But one thing that I did, because, I pretty much decided if it was going to start itself here next in this very difficult area and thrive for years. It had at least 2 or 3 years of blooming and definitely 2 years of setting fruit, but it just couldn't, we never got to taste the fruit because it wouldn't stay on the tree that long because it didn't have the root system. So what I do in this kind of situation where I'm curious about a seedling variety is that I give it a second home. So let's go take a look at that. So this used to be a much taller seedling tree, and I cut it back so that I could graft things onto it. This right here is a Gloria Gaynor graft right there. So this is established on this tree also. So I'm hoping that the original tree survives, but we do have a backup also.